Sinclair Lewis biography. Sinclair Lewis had many accomplishments and wrote many novels such as Man Trap, Aerosmith, It Can't Happen Here, Babbitt, World So Wide, and many more. Sinclair Lewis, before his novels and journaling, studied at Yale University. Before Sinclair Lewis wrote novels for a living, he wrote in the Adventure magazine. He wrote many short stories, but then moved on to novels. The first 5 novels that Lewis wrote didn't appeal to many readers, but the first hit that he got was Main Street. Sinclair Lewis was important to the 1920s because he was a famous writer about his opinions on the 1920s and how the country was running at the time. But he did this while being like a poet. He was very secretive about what he said. He made sure that people understood what he was saying while making sure that others don't find out. Head of gold, shoulders of bronze, arms of steel, feet of clay. This relates to what Sinclair Lewis does because he is an author that can make beautiful words that are like the jazz of the 20s. Just a different type of art. The public life is a private life. This relates to Sinclair Lewis because he wrote out his private thoughts to the public. So now you can see that celebrities aren't the only ones who have public lives. Sinclair Lewis was a critic, so he was very open about who he is and what he does. His private life is basically public. Sinclair Lewis didn't really like the idea of the constant party that the 20s were. He thought that they were unnecessary and, quote, stupid. Sinclair Lewis was not greatly affected by the Great Depression. He kept on selling his novels and his life moved on with his family. My parents are a lot like Sinclair Lewis. They think that there is a time and place for a party, and that it is not smart to do something every night. If I was a teacher 15 years from now, I would tell the children that I teach that Sinclair Lewis had some good and some bad decisions in his life. A good decision was not to have the party life, and parties are fun, but you shouldn't have them every night. A bad decision was that he called any of the parties stupid, which angered many people. So watch what you say out in public, quote, on the web. Also, Sinclair Lewis made a good decision by leaving his old family to have a new one. This is good because he found happiness and had a child. I don't think that I would be friends with Sinclair Lewis, because sometimes you need to let loose and party, but not all the time. So I would stay away from Sinclair Lewis because I feel like he would judge my decisions to take a break from reality. After the 1920s, Lewis's work was not the same as it was, but writing was still his passion. He was married in London at the end of the 20s and had a child in 1930. He died on January 10, 1951, of a heart attack.